um, this session will go well because the weather is pretty bad right now, and of course bila weather is bad, line pun akan jadi a bit teruk lah. Okay, so today I actually want to go to the next topic, which is two sample tests. Okay, and this is in chapter 11. Okay, but before that, saya nak tanya, ada tak awak jumpa perkataan p-value during chapter 10? Ada tak? Masa awak buat chapter 10 tu, ada tak awak jumpa something called p-value? Tak ada orang nak jawab? Yeah, you did, yeah? Okay. Jadi dekat mana awak jumpa p-value tu, ya? Okay, I think if you look at the question here, okay, number 17, kita dah discuss hari tu, okay, on the amount of water consumed, and if you look at the question here, it says calculate and interpret p-value. Okay, and also in number 18, it says here estimate the p-value. Jadi bila awak jumpa something yang you tak belajar lagi, mungkin awak rasa macam kenapa dia tanya p-value ya, and what is it for? Okay, before we proceed to what is the two test hypothesis testing, okay, kita clearkan dulu apa makna p-value. Okay, kalau awak tengok sampel yang kecil ni, biasanya p-value ni awak cuma boleh anggarkan. Nanti awak akan faham kenapa. Okay, nampak tak ni perkataan dia estimate the p-value. So you only will be able to estimate. Or probably kalau guna software ke ataupun Excel ke, mungkin awak boleh dapatkan anggaran yang lebih tepat. But however, if you use a table, then you can only estimate. Okay, jadi apa dia p-value? Okay, if you look at this part of the book, which is in page mana ya, dekat atas ni. Okay, it says here p-value in hypothesis testing. So this is on page 331. Okay, p-value of hypothesis testing. Okay, and p-value is defined as the probability of observing a sample value as extreme as or more extreme than the value observed given that the null hypothesis is true. Okay, boleh tak siapa-siapa tolong ringkaskan perkataan ni? Can you simplify the definition here? Can anyone try? Okay, boleh letak dekat chat tu. The probability of observing a sample value as extreme as or more extreme than the value observed given that the null hypothesis is true. Okay, ada siapa-siapa boleh faham tak? Ataupun boleh bagi tahu saya dekat chat tu, sekali baca ni awak faham tak? Tak ada orang jawab. Saya tak nampak. Okay, ada orang tak dalam ni? Wait, tunggulah. Pemerhatian. Okay, I think for an ordinary person who just learn what is statistic, kalau awak jumpa perkataan ni, mungkin perkataan yang awak faham adalah probability. Probability of observing a sample. Okey, jadi sebenarnya awak boleh ringkaskan sebagai probability of observing a sample given null hypothesis is true. Okay, as layman, okay, in layman's term, dalam perkataan yang lebih mudah adalah, okay, if you look at this example yang kita buat ni kan, example untuk dash ni, okay, untuk dash ni. Okay, kita ada hypothesis, right? H0 and H1. Okay, saya recall balik dekat company ni apa yang berlaku adalah setiap minggu dia dah tahu on average they have a mean of 200 desks being assembled. So production rate dia adalah 200 kerusi kerusi berada. 200 meja, 200 desks per week. Okay, that is the production like. Okay. Jadi production 200 per week. But now they have changed the production method and they would like to know whether, okay, it is now different from 200. Okay, the production is different from 200. So you make a hypothesis here in which H0 mean is still 200 and H1 mean is not 200. Okay, from this exercise, kita tahu kita buat t-test and then kita derive to our decision. Okay, recall balik. Okay, kita buat, bukan t-test kita buat z-test. And then kita lihat sama ada 200 tu, okay, 203.5 ni dekat rejection region or non-rejection region. And we found that the value 1.547 does not rely on the rejection region, it relies on the acceptance region. So we decide not to reject H0. Nampak ni We decide not to reject H0. Jadi apa maksud not to reject H0? Means that this value still holds. Okay? Jadi production masih lagi 200 seminggu. Okay? And now kita boleh juga, okay, rather than look at Z value, what we can do is, bila awak dapat Z value ni 1.547, apa yang awak boleh buat adalah satu, awak boleh tengok critical value, right? 2.576. Satu lagi adalah apa yang awak boleh buat adalah awak tengok P value. What does it mean by P value? Okay, maksudnya adalah awak tengok jawapan dia 1.547 kan? Okay? Boleh tak awak tengok dekat table, normal table awak? Ataupun awak gunakan calculator awak, you use your calculator using R. Using R. Boleh tak awak tekan R 1.547. Okay, bagi tahu saya apa jawapan awak. Apa jawapan awak? R 1.547. Okay, 0.06. Okay, very good. 0.061 ataupun 0.06093. Okay, very well done. Okay, now cuba awak tukarkan itu kepada percentage. 0.06. Tukar ada percentage. Okay, 6.1% ataupun 6%, right? Okay, okay, well done. Okay, 6%. Jadi apa maksudnya P value? Okay, this is actually your P value. P value is 6%. What does it mean by P value is 6%? Okey, jadi balik semula kepada definition of p-value. Ingat tak tadi? Tak ingat tak apa, tapi apa yang awak boleh gambarkan adalah p-value adalah probability, right? Okay, p-value is probability value. Jadi 6% adalah probability H0 is true. Okay, can you understand that? P-value. Okay, jadi awak boleh simply faham p-value adalah the probability. Okay, the probability H0 is true. Okay, so probability H0 is true. Now, awak dapat p-value sebagai p-value is equivalent to 6%. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, nak tanya Aina. Tinggi ke rendah ni kalau 6%? Aina, can you answer? Jawab. Okey, ataupun kita tanya yang bijak lah. Okey, yang bijak biasanya nama Hakim ataupun Hakimi. Okey, Hakimi. 6%. 6% tinggi ke rendah?
Six percent.
Kalau saya bagi tahu
Dengar
awak,
tak? Dengar tak dia?
macam mana? Hakimi, kalau saya cakap ke awak, okey, chance untuk awak betul adalah 6%. Macam mana perasaan awak?
Kalau 6% perasaan dia 6% rendah tu.
Rendah kan? Okey, rendah. Okey.
Yes, rendah.
Okey, rendah sebab awak bandingkan dengan 90%, right?
Okay.
Right, okay. But somehow, bila kita test ni, ingat tak kita test dekat mana? Dekat 1%, ingat tak? Alpha? Alpha, 1%. Lagi, alpha apa lagi?
0.5.
Bukan 0.5, 0.05 ataupun 5%, okay?
Okay.
1% dan satu lagi adalah 10.
10%.
Yeah, very good. Okay, jadi kalau awak bandingkan
20%.
yeah. So you got it right? Okay. Jadi kalau 6% ni berbanding dengan 1%, 5% dengan 10%, value dia agak tinggi kan? Okay.
Agak tinggi.
Ya, agak tinggi. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you Hakimi. Okey, jadi sebenarnya bila 6%, okey kalau saya tanya Hakimi tadi, saya tanya secara general kan. Of course dia akan kata 6% is very low. However, we are talking about p-value, we talk about the level of significance. Nampak Jadi from the value 6% ni sebenarnya p-value ni lagi mudah lah kita tengok berbanding dengan kita tengok critical value. Sebab bila kita tengok p-value, kita tahu kita boleh reject dekat mana. Nampak tak ni? Okey, jadi kalau p-value dia 6%, dia lebih daripada 1% kan? So you do not reject at 1%. Okey, nanti saya lakarkan semula. Sekejap Okay, it is very important for you to understand this. Okay, because benda ni kalau awak sambung belajar pun awak akan jumpa. Okay, you got p-value as 6% here. Okay, now kita nak test dekat 1%, right? Okay, ataupun kita test dekat 5%. Okay, 5%. Ataupun kita test dekat 10%. Okay, so 10% besar sikit lah area dia. Kalau awak tahu benda tu 6%, awak rasa nilai ni, okay, nilai ni, okay, duduk dalam rejection region ke ataupun non-rejection region? Yang nilai 1 point something yang awak dapat daripada Z tu. Okay, 6%. Dekat mana 6%? Okay, you know this is 1%, right? Jadi kalau 6% bermaksud, okay, Z tu dekat sini. Okay, nampak Okay, because this is 1%, so we need another 4%. 5% in order for us, okay, to have 6%. Jadi apabila macam ni, awak tahu dia duduk dekat non-rejection region. So that's why you do not reject H0. Okay, begitu juga if at 5%, you know that this is 6%, right? So 6% mesti duduk kat sini. So it lies in the non-rejection region. Okay, however, at alpha 10%, kita tahu masa ni 6% duduk kat mana? Aina jawab semula. 6% mesti duduk kat sini kan? Okay, dekat dalam ni, dekat rejection region. Okay, so sebenarnya bila awak guna p-value, lebih mudah bagi awak untuk reject ataupun tidak berdasarkan kepada percentage ni. Okay. Okay, saya tunjuk semula. Okay, kalau tak faham cara tu, awak mungkin boleh faham cara ni. Okay, ini p-value awak dapat sebagai 6%. Okay, the p-value is 6% means that the probability that H0 is true is 6%. Jadi, probability H0 is true is 6%. Probability H0, okay, yang ni kita buat secara ringkas lah. H0 is true is 6%. Alright? Jadi probability H0 is true is 6% means that, okay, kalau dia suruh, cuba tengok balik soalan ni. Okay, dia tanya, is it different from 200 at 0.01 significance level? So you must say that the probability is 6%, jadi dia lebih besar daripada 1% ni, means that it is still true. Okay? Boleh Okay, jadi kemungkinan penyataan ni benar adalah agak tinggi, iaitu 6%. Okay? Jadi awak tahu, awak masih boleh terima kenyataan ni because the probability that the statement is true is more than 1%. Okay, saya harap awak boleh faham. Tapi kalau tak faham, I think that awak boleh buat beberapa soalan dan insya-Allah awak akan faham nanti. Okay? Okay, don't worry too much about the p-value if you cannot understand it now. Sebab benda ni saya selalu takut nak ajar p-value ni sebab biasanya student rasa tak comfortable bila saya cuba explain apa dia p-value. Tapi sebenarnya bila sebab tu saya selalu kalau lepas dah habis chapter 10-11 barulah saya introduce apa dia p-value sebab masa tu awak mungkin dah terlalu biasa sangat dengan cari Z, cari T, kemudian awak dah tahu rejection region kat mana, acceptance region kat mana. Jadi you feel more comfortable if I tell you at the end of the lesson. Tapi tak apalah, kita tengok as we go. Okay, now next what I like to do is to go to chapter 11. Okay,
Madam,
jadi don't worry too much.
Madam nak
Yeah,
tanya, kalau
Nana.
dia lies on receptor region means kalau dia lies on rejection region untuk yang dia punya level of significance dia 0.01, maksudnya
Zero
dia
point.
akan kira macam 1% lah. Kiranya kalau dia lies on rejection region means dia punya jawapan tu negatif lah kan? Dia punya persen dia.
Dia punya persen negatif.
Contohlah maksudnya
Okay.
kalau soalan tu dia dia punya level of significance dia tu 0.01. Maksudnya kalau nak compare tu bila jawapan dia tu lies on rejection region, maksudnya jawapan dia tu adalah negatif lah kan?
Macam ni Nana, negative positive tu only refers to either it's on the left or on the right. That's it. Jadi kalau awak cakap percentage tu negative, it cannot be because persen kita cuma cerita from 0 to 1 ataupun from 0 to 100%. Okay Nana?
Okay.
Okay, kita kena bezakan, kita bercakap tentang apa. Kalau kita bercakap tentang Z value, then it can be negative or positive because okay Nana, nampak kan?
Okay.
Sebab Z tu mungkin kita cari, kita jumpa belah kiri ataupun belah kanan. Okay, however, if we talk about P value, it's going to be always positive. Cuma dia mungkin value dia terlalu kecil menghampiri kosong ataupun value dia agak besar lah. Lebih 100. Okay, thank you Nana. Okay, so let's proceed to two sample test of hypothesis. Okay. Okay, cuba tengok gambar mak dengan anak kan. Okay, what it is all about. Okay, at the beginning of the chapter, the chapter gives one example on two sample tests of hypothesis. So if you look at the example here, okay, cuba tengok Gates Baby Food Company wishes to compare weight gain of infants using its brand versus its competitors. So they took 40 babies, a sample of 40 babies using Gibbs products and also 55 babies using competitors brand. Jadi nak bandingkan lah ni, contohnya nak bandingkan Coke dengan Pepsi. Okay, yang mana orang cakap lebih sedap. Okay, but this time for Gibbs, they use a sample of 40 babies using their brand. And then they revealed that mean weight gain is 7.6 pounds. Whereas for the other brand, revealed a mean increase in weight of 8.1 pounds. Okay, now cuba awak tengok. Gibbs 7.6. Other brand 8.1. Jadi kalau kita ni makcik kat kampung tak belajar statistik, nampak tak? 7.6 lawan 8.1. Siapa menang? Siapa menang?
Yang paling besar.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah, of course. So you know that the competitor's brand, okay, differs quite a number lah kat sini kan. 7.6 dengan 8.1. Jadi lebih kurang berapa tu? 0 point berapa? 0 point, alah lemahnya matematik. 0.5 pound kan. Jadi agak kritikal lah kat sini kita nak reveal. But, okay, siapa boleh komen? Siapa boleh komen? Dua ni awak boleh compare macam tu je ke?
Tak.
Tak boleh, kenapa? Okey, kenapa?
Bilangan baby tu beza 15.
Ya, 40 dengan 55. Okey. 40 dengan 55 betul? Okey, apa nak compare 40 dengan 55? Apa lagi yang Berbeza di sini.
Dia punya standard deviation tu pun tak sama.
Yes. Standard deviation differs. Okay. Standard deviation differs. Apa maksud standard deviation differs? Okay, cuba awak tengok 7.6 dengan 2.3. Dengan 8.1 dan 2.9. Okay, this sample, dia punya standard deviation lagi kecil. Whereas yang ni walaupun mean dia besar tapi standard deviation dia pun besar. Jadi entah-entah yang ni yang paling rendah 6 kilo, paling tinggi 6 kilo, 6 pound, paling tinggi 9 pound. Yang ni pula mungkin 7.6, 7.8, you know. So when we want to make a comparison, mestilah kita compare apple to apple. Tak boleh apple dengan orange contohnya. Jadi dalam kes ni seolah-olah kita compare apple dengan orange. Okay. Jadi dua spesies yang berbeza, awak nak compare cuma satu perkara, tak boleh. So the best thing that we can do is what we call as two sample test of hypothesis. So before this kita ada one sample, but now we have two samples. Alright? So the objective of our learning for chapter 11 is we want to test a hypothesis involving two independent population, okay, and ada beberapa problem lah. Sometimes we have population standard deviation known and equal, but sometimes with unknown population standard deviation. Okay, jadi dua perkara ni lah yang sangat penting lah. Kita akan belajar macam mana nak buat hypothesis testing in order for us to do that. Alright, so if you look at some of examples here in the introduction on two samples, okay, cuba tengok ni, is there a difference? Kita kadang-kadang nak tahu kan, is there a difference in mean value of residential real estate sold by male agents and female agents? Jadi kadang-kadang ada perbezaan antara gender, siapa jual lebih mahal, okay, close deal lebih cepat dan sebagainya. Okay, now at Grabit software, do customer service receive more calls for assistance during morning or afternoon? Okay, kenapa penting ni nak tahu? Lagi banyak pagi ke petang? Okay, cuba bagi cadangan dekat chat tu. Kenapa sibuk sangat nak tahu ni? Lebih banyak pagi ke lebih banyak petang? Is it important? Is it important for your company? If you were the manager at Grabit software?
Supaya
Kenapa?
dapat bahagikan shift, mana yang mana
Oh,
lebih
ya.
bahagikan assistant.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Anissa. Very well, well done. Okay, so probably you want to put more employees in the morning session kalau lebih ramai customer call belah pagi. So basically we use statistics in order for us to make our management ataupun our service to become more efficient. Okay, now in the fast food industry, is there a difference? Okay, we want to know, is there a difference in number of days absent between young workers and older workers? Is this important to know? Number of days absent? Okay, boleh letak kat chat tu sayang. Kalau dah segan untuk buka voice. Okay, number of days absent, is it important to know? Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah, so how come nobody? Yeah, okay. Okay, nak measure kerah buat kerja untuk buat promotion. Okay, Okey. Kalau awak sebagai manager, penting tak awak tahu ni perbezaan antara orang muda dengan orang tua? Okey, macam mana? Awak nak pekerja awak lagi banyak datang kerja ke lagi banyak absent?
Lagi banyak datang kerja.
Yeah, so it is important for you to know, and mungkin awak boleh deal lah dengan lebih baik bila awak tahu data macam ni. Okay? Probably you know, kalau saya tengok mungkin saya akan it will, what do you call that? Mungkin saya mungkin akan mempengaruhi cara saya buat keputusan untuk pilih pekerja saya daripada age yang mana. Okay, whether I want to recruit more young workers or elderly workers. I don't know. So that's why it is important for you to know if there is a difference. Kalau tak ada apa-apa perbezaan, then okay, kita boleh buat decision yang, you know, a better decision with the statistical tool. Okay, jadi dengan tidak berlengah masa, okay, kita ada apa ni, example kat sini, but very, you know, macam alah tak menariknya example ni kan. Okay, kalaulah kita ada example on perkara-perkara yang lebih menarik perhatian remaja. Okay, anyway, so we have a sample of 20 salaries of plumbers and electricians. Okay, dan kita nak tengok sama ada, okay, 20 random samples. Okay, and we want to see whether there is a difference between the means of their, I think this is hourly salary, or is it weekly? Okay, itulah tak baca soalan dulu kan. Sedap-sedap je. Okay, jadi hopefully this is hour, yeah, hour, per hour. Okay, suppose the population of plumbers have mean $30 per hour, standard deviation $5 per hour, and population of electricians with mean $29 per hour, standard deviation $4.50. Okay, now kalau awak tengok kat sini, standard deviation agak dekat, okay, dan ini pun agak dekat. So ada perbezaan tak? So now we select a random sample of 40 plumbers and sample of 35 electrician. Kenapa dalam ni ada 20 saja? Alright, jadi you know, it's going to be a similar thing that we're going to choose at which significance level, we're going to choose the right, what do you call that? The right test, whether it's going to be Z or T, dan cuma mungkin cara awak calculate tu sedikit berbeza. Okay, jangan put off bila tengok benda-benda macam ni. Alright. Okay, yang ni awak boleh tengok nanti semula lepas kita dah offline. Okay, let's have a look at this example on Food Town Supermarket. Okay, jadi Food Town Supermarket ni dia introduce one method called the fast lane method, di mana kita boleh check out sendiri. Okay, we check out and pay using standard cashier assisted checkout. Okay, jadi mungkin rasanya Kak Maidin dah start dah benda ni ke tak berjaya or something like that. Probably orang Malaysia tak berapa suka lah, dia suka orang layan dia. Okay, now a Food Town employee scans each item and puts it on shot. Okay, this is the way they do it. Okay, now we have two types of customer. The first type, they use the standard lane, and then the second one use the fast lane. Okay, we have a sample size of 50 and 100 for each lane. And we have sample mean 5.5 and 5.3 with standard deviation 0.4 and 0.3. Jadi kalau awak tengok standard deviation ni, yang fast lane tu dia lagi rendah kan standard deviation dia berbanding standard lane. Okay? And mean pun nampak yang ni lebih rendah daripada sample mean. Only we have different sample sizes. Okay, so kalau saya lah, saya tengok kat sini pun, saya rasa macam fast lane ni is doing very well. Okay? So now we would like to check whether, okay, nampak tak? Bila awak ada kurang daripada more than or less than, you know, this is one tilt hypothesis. Okay? Okay, and it's going to be the same thing, the same step, in which step 1 you state the null and alternate hypothesis. Second step, we select level of significance alpha 0.01, and then we determine test statistic. Okay, ingat tak ni? Determine test statistic depends whether it is T or Z. Bergantung pada apa yang?
Sample
Okay,
mean.
Sample mean? No, bukan sample mean. Okay, Z apa? Sample size, yeah. Sample size, Okay, probably that's itu apa yang awak maksudkan, sample size. Very good. Okay, jadi kalau sample size tu maksudnya kalau size tu lebih daripada 30, it is more appropriate to use Z-test. Okay, because kita akan guna normal table. And t-test is for sample which is less than 30. Okay, 30 or less. Okay, sometimes kalau awak tengok 30 tu, awak terus je guna normal distribution ataupun Z-test. Okay, and after that, after you have chosen what is the right test, now you formulate your decision. Okay, dekat mana nak reject, dekat mana nak, okay, nampak tak ni? Okay, rejection region alpha 0.01. Okay, sebab tu kadang-kadang orang lebih suka guna p-value sebab dia akan stop dekat sini dah mudah. Awak tengok je p-value tu kurang daripada 0.01 ke atau lebih daripada 0.01. Kalau kurang daripada 0.01 awak reject H0. Kalau lebih daripada 0.01 awak jangan reject. Okay, do not reject. Okay, and you make decision and you interpret the result. Okay, so if you use p-value 4 and 5 ni jadi mudah. Okay, 4 and 5. Okay, kita laju sangat kan? Okay, now, okay, we want to see whether H0 mean of standard lane is less than mean of fast lane, and H1 should be the other way around. Okay, we select at alpha 0.01 and then we determine the test statistic is Z because we have big sample size. Okay, jadi kita tengok apa yang kita buat. Okay, nampak Z adalah, okay, this is the formula that you're going to use. Okay, nampak tak ni? Kalau sebelum ni kita buat X bar minus mu kan? Okay, but now we want to test the difference. Is there a difference? Or, okay, is the difference significant? Jadi kita ambil je X bar S tolak X bar F. Dan awak bahagikan dengan punca kuasa untuk S, untuk F. Okay, fast lane, standard lane. Okay, awak calculate, tekan-tekan calculator awak tu, dapatlah 3.123. Okay, 3.123 duduk dekat mana? Rejection or non-rejection?
Rejection.
Ya, rejection region. Mudah kan? Okay, rejection region. So if it lies in the rejection region, you reject ke atau you do not reject?
Reject lah, bukan?
Okay, of course, we reject H0. What does it mean?
Means dia punya statement tu adalah berdasarkan H1.
Yeah, okay, very well done. Okay, dalam masa 5 minit lagi kita akan stop dan balik ke WhatsApp. Okay? Okay, now since we already rejected H0, so we know that mean for standard lane is bigger than mean for fast lane. Okay, jadi bermaksud awak punya method tu sangat berjaya lah sebab dah kurangkan waktu untuk check out. Okay, so the check out time is less using the fast lane. Okey, ada apa-apa soalan tak? Sebelum kita pergi kepada WhatsApp.
Yang interpret the result tu, jawapan dia tak adalah terlalu spesifik kan. Means kita interpret tu kadang macam saya punya interpretation tak sama macam orang lain. Maksudnya pada perspektif
Ya.
sendiri lah kan, betul tak?
Think apa ni? Okey, macam ni biasanya betul lah. Siapa tu? Siapa yang bercakap tadi?
Nana?
Nana. Okey, betul tu Nana. Biasanya kita akan ada cara kita sendiri, perspektif kita sendiri, but somehow dia mesti pasal ni.
Yelah.
Ya, okay Nana, very well done. Okay, bagus. Okay, bagus. Okay, now apa yang saya nak buat adalah kalau awak dah tak ada soalan, saya nak suruh awak cuba yang Gibbs baby food ni. Okay, kita tengok sama ada Gibbs ni macam mana, berjaya tak dia untuk bandingkan produk dia dengan produk kompetitor dia. Okay? So kita stop dulu untuk video conference ni dan kita kembali kepada WhatsApp. Okay, thank you very much.